Okay, let me close this up. Get the party started. Pretty good. Oh, see, I like this. So I wanted to get this thing hooked up, so it'll be hooked up by next week. So I'm excited about that. Leo, I'm gonna angle myself right here. Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just happened to be there. You probably put a regular cookie there and then pick it up, purchase it, fill. All right. Exactly. And it's worth it, though.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. All right, guys. How are you guys doing today? Yeah? Great. It's okay to not be doing well, too, so don't feel obligated. Thanks for saying it, man. So, pretty exciting week, I think, for everybody. Everybody's been, there's at least 2 weeks in. Some are 3 weeks into their exercises, and some have been in it for a while. What I wanted to do is today's going to be just basic open discussion, similar to what we do the other days, but I want to kind of go in different phases. So the first thing that I want to start with is your experience exercising. So how has it been so far? And we'll just kind of go around. We'll start with you, Robin, and we'll go around. And everybody just kind of express what their experience has been so far, and then we'll go into the next part.
So it was a lot more engaged after talking about it and feeling like a normal versus just probably the week before. I was working out, not really paying attention to the experience, not really. I've been really struggling to feel that. So that's my focus. So, and then I caught my negative thoughts, which I'm not talking about. And so the only thing is, don't visualize the treadmill. I did close my eyes. Next thing I know, I'm like, so don't visualize. I know this. So that was fine. I could definitely feel the difference between one and two.
Mine was good. I enjoyed the workout so hard. Two were really hard. But as I was working out, I remember touching my negative thought and I told the instructor, negative thought. I can't say negative thought.
Okay.
But yeah, it was good. I enjoyed pushing. So I can't do another wall. This is doing more. Okay, you do whatever you want for 3 minutes. My kid got my dog, go through the process. Just completing what I didn't want to do, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I've worked out every day. So it's been kind of awkwardly nice getting up, working out, being home by 7:30, knowing I killed my body. And because I'm sleeping, basically started. So I've enjoyed it.
Well, I worked out once this week, and it was a weird experience. Monday when I went in, it was an exercise that I was familiar with, so I told myself, better than last time when I first did it, and after that, my body was, I just felt like not being it. My body was tired, I didn't have sleep, I hardly ate anything, I was just low energy, and so going through the whole motion of every time I found out the exercise, it was harder this time because of the fact that I had no energy and hardly any sleep, so that definitely affected my workout. So I realized how important it is to get proper rest and actually get some food in your system. And in the end of it all, though, I was actually impressed with myself because we have these in CrossFit, it's called chippers, and there's a certain amount of exercise we have to do in 20 minutes. And I thought I was horrible. Yeah. I thought it was just horrible, and so at the end of it all, I was always one person I was competing with. My goal was to never be less than third, and it's just a mindset just for myself. And I had a little small burst of energy, and I just kind of came through. I don't know where it came from, and it was definitely amazing because I think what it was is that I stopped listening to that. Here's the excuse: not enough food, not enough sleep, not enough food, you're not going to perform great. So I started listening to those thoughts, and once I let go of that, I felt like a parachute. I snapped it off and it went flying. And so it was a great motivation for me to realize that when I'm actually in the moment of working out, just stop thinking or just let go. And I think because of that experience, it's kind of like an adrenaline, and it's going to be fun to feel like, man, I'm so tired. Once you get up and get going, it's like a parachute holding you back the whole time. Your thoughts, you just let it go, you're just off on your way. So it was definitely fun. Okay.
I want that.
Parachute?
Yeah, good. I had a hard week. Monday, I actually pulled into the parking lot. I don't know if any of you guys have ever done that. I sat there in my car. It was hot this week. Not a pleasant experience. I started my car and I left. MacArthur was solid brick wall. But, all right. So on the next light, turned around and came back. If I'm going to sit in traffic for an hour and a half and pout, I might as well get my butt back to the gym. So I came in and maybe the look on my face. I was just ready to break. I was ready for tears. I was ready for a fight. I was ready for just, come on, somebody. And she goes, take it out on the weight. So it took me probably half of the workout to finally shed the fact that I was so obsessed with work and a really crummy day times 10. And then all of a sudden, all this energy started coming. I started thinking good things, and I thought, I'm here. I did it. I came back. I stumped myself out and then fixed it. And so, Monday ended up really, really, I thought, a very good workout. And then Wednesday, I ended up injuring my left knee by hyperextending it. But we finished our workout doing the upper body and Superman and all that stuff. I was supposed to come yesterday, and I fell asleep on the couch. I just snuggled up with the dog, and that was it. Oh, gone. Next thing I know, my phone's going off. Mom, are you safe? Oh, my God. Yes, I'm good. But are you rested? What? I fell asleep. So that was a little embarrassing. So our agreement was, since I missed yesterday, today after our meeting, I was going to jump in. So, that was make me pay for it, but that's okay. He's playing pay. Other than that, it was really good. I talked with some of my employees about, we were talking about engaging. A couple of them were getting kind of sassy, so I took them aside and I said, these are the things I want you to work on this week. These are the things I'd like you to think about. And it was funny, the conversation with customers stopped being, hi, what can I get for you? What are you cooking tonight? And it wasn't a sales thing, but just start a conversation with them. Please don't just hand them something over the counter. So it worked out really well at work, and we got to know each other really well. Getting a chance to actually chat, which my youngest daughter, Holly, does at Apple. The manager pulls them aside 15 minutes every week just to talk. That's it. How's your week going? It's not asking about your work. It's not asking about what things you need to get done. Just how are you? How's your family? What's going on in your life? And then off you go. So I tried doing that this week, and it helps. It helps. We already have a really good relationship, but there's a few that are a pain in the fanny that it really supported a little more of the fact that there's more to it than just coming and doing your job, clocking out. So I had my struggles and my positives. My negative thoughts are still outweighing the others. The parachute is big. Big. But little by little, I'm pulling the air out of it. Yes, sir.
It was a good week. I think overall it was a really stressful week at work. I think definitely feeling on that. I feel like that it was probably one of the more stressful weeks of work. So for me, coming in to work out, I make the commitment to come, so I'm here, but I come in just mentally tired and sometimes physically tired if I'm not getting enough sleep. But typically by the time I end the workout, I've been energized, kind of feel refreshed, and it's a chance for me to take it out on the weights, it's a chance for me to just kind of let go whatever at work was stressing me out. It's just kind of that hour and a half of I don't have to think about anything but engaging and making sure that I'm here for the right reasons and realizing this is an investment in myself, this is an investment in my health. This week I started doing Pilates again on top of working out here, which I had done for about a year and a half, and just through life had stopped doing the last couple months. And so it was great to go back and just re-engage with individuals there, kind of reconnect with the trainers and the people there, and trying to be more engaging with them versus like, I'm here to do my workout. You know? But I thought what was interesting is on Monday, I was here, there were a bunch of us here from the group, and, you know, it's like Roger's like, I got my negative thought, you know? I was like, when did we tell you my negative thought? You know, so it was nice to just engage even at the gym, because I think at times we come here and it's like I'm just working on my thing, and so it was nice just to engage and have those conversations and to be open about sharing those things. And so it's okay that, you know, whether you're here for losing weight or you're here for just, you know, getting healthier, whatever reason you're working out, everyone has their negative thoughts. Doesn't matter how fit they are or not. You know, so it was nice to hear like we're all kind of in the same boat in that factor. We all have those negative thoughts. So yeah, I definitely captured a lot of negatives. But what do I do? I think it's like, what do I do with them? Then what do I do with them? You know, so.
Yeah.
Throw them in the very imagine them, you know, visualize them in a balloon floating away, but not while on the treadmill.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, it was a good week workout-wise and exercise-wise. But, yeah, I need to knock some stress at work.
Well, this was my first week working out, so it was good to be back working out, and Megan was very calm about having me go to the first rep, and then she thought, okay, do it again. I'm like, okay. And she doubled it that time, and I felt really good afterwards, and I felt one more time, like, oh my God. And I thought she wanted me to add more reps, so I was like doing 30. Well, no, only 20, and I felt really like, oh, okay, I could do this. So it was really good afterwards. I felt like it was a lot of fun. But today seemed like it was harder for me just coming in. I thought, oh my gosh, can I really do this? Like, I felt like there was nothing in me to do it. But the abs are the hardest thing. Like, right before I get started, I hear myself just this. Okay, just get it over with. And so, I think halfway through, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm only halfway through, but afterwards I feel so much better. And like, wow, I feel so relieved. I feel so much better after I did it.
Very cool.
And it's good to see Jamie. Jamie on
Okay with her after.
you did, and then they, John and Anna are here, and I'm in the middle of it. They're like, oh,
Well, Megan, I think you need to give her more weight.
Please.
One more. Okay, 3 more. You said 1 more. That makes 4.
Well, you said 3 more. I counted 1, 2, 3.
Today I'm going to throw something else in there when I'm done.
You're going to work counters. I'm just going to say that. Right. A lot of instructors the same thing. Okay, 10 more. So I start counting 10 more. I'm down to 10. 5 more, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
True, it's true.
In a positive way.
It's definitely, we count just to trick you.
Whenever you want. I don't know. They give me 10 more.
Yeah.
Keep count.
Magic number, whatever that question is at. What number are you on? 12? I told her that once, and I go, every time you ask me that question, the answer's going to be 12. I don't know why, but...
I'm somewhere...
Learning stuff in the group.
Yes, everybody's like, we're never at 12. How are you all at 12?
What happens in meetings?
Yeah, right, exactly. Except she's like this in the back. Yeah, right, exactly. Awesome.
This week it was Monday was good. The other two last two workouts was, oh my God, she really bumped it up. I think as far as my negative thoughts, it's just that her telling me to focus on certain muscles, especially my back. I'm just telling her exactly. It's your back muscle. I'm doing it, but then you're doing other muscles, and it's just getting frustrated to where like I'm doing it, and I don't. I thought I would. I hope I wasn't getting frustrated at her. I think she thought I might have been taking it out of her, but a few things like that. I'm just like, okay, work on it, and then when I try to concentrate, it's like, you okay? Concentrating. But like everybody says, she cannot count. 5 more. Well, I already did it. More. Give me 1 more. Okay, do we not count? Maybe that's where my first thing. But when it comes, some exercises, like the abs, kill, and then, I'm on the bench doing the abs, and then when I'm done, I can't get up. She has to help me. I have to roll over. Every time I'm like, son of a bitch. Is that what my mom learned it from? Because every time that's so big. Yeah. But no, I noticed that with this one, that I was able to do the workout without, I felt strong. I was able to do all the reps without having to stop or just wait and then keep going. So I noticed that. But my big negative is just getting some of these muscles engaged. It's just frustrating because I think I'm doing it, but I'm not. And it's I'm engaging more of my other muscles. The workout before, I thought my back and lats were supposed to brace. My shoulders were so everything. And she said, no, it'll come around. She's great for motivating. That's great. She can't count. And it's just I just get frustrated. That's my biggest.
Yeah.
I think that's my silly feeling. It's frustrating to where I try harder, but I'm actually not doing even more. I can't get out of that stage. I'm still frustrated. That's it's like, let's do it. No, I'm not doing it. I get frustrated and to where I don't think I'm doing. I'm going through the motions. I'm trying to do it, but I'm not. And until I let go of that, I haven't been able to work.
Yeah. Thank you. Great. Has anybody experienced that feeling?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, the frustration of like, so do you feel it in your back? And I'm like, I think so. What part of my back? And yeah, it's definitely, when I first started, it was like, my shoulders were always more sore because I was using those muscles instead of the back muscles on doing things. And I come in the next day going, my shoulders are really sore because you're engaging the wrong part. So it is just that frustrating piece of like, I want to engage those parts of the body, but I wasn't doing it right, I wasn't positioned right, but I think they're all learning experiences.
Well, she's giving me different, and the way she has me do it feels so awkward. It feels like, when you do this, I feel like, it's that awkward.
Yeah.
It's just, she says back, back, chest out, knees bent and everything. To her, it looks like that. For me, it's like, it's like this. It's so awkward.
It's a frustration with yourself. And it's not that I think that you're frustrated with her, you're frustrated with yourself.
Yeah, I'm frustrated with her, and I hope I'm not taking out on her.
Right.
Did you feel it here? No. I feel it everywhere. Seems to me the first one is shoulders down. Stop using your shoulders. You see my shoulders? Okay. Arch your back, put your butt back. Do you see this? Between me and the bed. So, it's really hard. You should feel it here. And then, try it again. Okay, try it again. Okay, try it again. That was it. Did you feel it? No. Try it again. Right. So she keeps her fingers right here until all of a sudden I felt a tension here against her fingers. She says, that's it. Slow, slow. Okay, Mom, that's it. That's it. Now do it again. And after I'd done it a couple times, you could feel it. She says, memorize that. Not what you were doing before, but what that was. And then she takes her hand away and says, do it again. And then she walks away and lets me go through my reps. So now my brain's going, okay, shoulders down, keep my hands level, put my elbows out, keep my back arch and chest. I mean, all these things that, I'm sorry, I thought it was push.
It's like learning how to drive. I mean,
Yeah.
if you learn how to drive and you're really cautious about everything, you think, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of this at one time, but it's like once you get it, it just becomes that muscle memory, and you know the right
When it
position.
hurts completely different.
Mhm.
It hurts completely
Yeah.
different.
It's hard to eat this way.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it's your chest.
Yes, yeah. I didn't know there was a muscle here. I thought it should be all right here and right here. She said, no, one more time until I finally felt it. And then all of a sudden it clicked. And it's like, okay. And then she walked away with 20 more. No, you
That's-
You guys remember when Heather said the spaghetti arms?
Yes.
Okay. So the other day was the first time where I gave it literally everything. I didn't leave anything behind. And as I'm driving home, I have a 6-shift. So my arms are going, this is going to be a rough ride. And I thought of Heather and I thought, I got it. I thought she was mooning. Like, how did you? I got it. There was literally nothing left here. My shoulders were tired. My back was tired. There was nothing to hold on to. And I hurt my knee, so I got a clutch. And I thought, this is going to be a long ride home. Listen, but I felt good that after a horrible Monday, that second workout was, I did, I left there. I did. I came home going, this is
This is great.
We almost went here for
That's awesome. I think it's great. I think being able to experience, all this is, again, it goes back to what the goal is and everything is self-awareness. To be awake while you're alive. Because most of the time, people aren't awake while they're alive. They're frustrated, they don't know why they're frustrated, and then they say something to somebody that they don't know comes off as frustrated. That person responds, they're like, wow, that person's mean. But they don't realize that everything is from our awareness or lack of awareness. Everything that happens in our lives is if we are aware. And it's actually not something that's tedious. It's not like you have to think, I'm aware. It's just like learning your muscles. Once you understand it, once you find the muscle, once you memorize it, it's not tedious anymore. So what we're trying to do is create a space where you can realize that you have a choice. Where you realize, okay, I'm frustrated, or okay, this is hard, or okay, how am I going to respond as opposed to react? Does that make sense? So an example, I'm going to give an example about stimulus, reaction, and response. And then we're going to relate this because as we're going through this in the gym, we're going to relate it with food as well and all the choices that we make in our lives. Because we are literally sitting here right now because of all the choices that we've made. Even if we didn't choose, that's a choice. Okay? So what happens in life, we have something called, we'll say, stimulus, something that happens in our life. It can be a situation, it can be a thought, it can be anything. And the way that people live when they're not thinking, when they just react, how they react, it's reactionary. So you have a stimulus, and then you react that way. Knee jerk, somebody hits you here, boom, it pops up. You've been programmed over time to respond a certain way. So what we're trying to do is instead of having stimulus reaction, we want to create that space. If we can create the space, which is called choice, then we can choose our lives. If not, we are slaves to reaction. No matter how much free will we think we have, we're a slave to that reaction. Eating this food, it's not that you are wanting the food and you're choosing to eat this food, it's that you have no choice because it's right there and you have to eat it. And we think that it's a choice, we're choosing no, we're reacting. So all our goal is to create that space of awareness and then make the choice from there. It's like with a negative thought. As soon as you find a negative thought, you're not controlled by it. There's no way that you can realize you can cut the parachute without realizing that it's not connected to you. That you are not the parachute. That it can be separated from you. Does that make sense? So the goal is for us to be able to work more and more and more to create that space. And the cool thing is, when you find that negative thought and you still respond negatively, at least you have a choice to respond negatively. And so you need to celebrate that. Does that make sense? Because what happens is people, they say, oh, I had the opportunity and I was going to choose, and I chose that. I'm a failure. No, you're actually a complete success because you had the ability to see it. Even if you went home, but you knew that it was the wrong thing to do, and you're like, you know what? I'm choosing to do this. That's still a step forward. But what you did, you took a leap forward by coming back. So you're choosing between positive and more positive. Does that make sense? And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to create the mentality that so many times we consider ourselves failures. because we make the wrong choice. And because of that guilt mindset, it pushes us further down to the things that we don't want. So if you get frustrated, awesome. Ask, why am I frustrated? Separate yourself from that frustration. See it, notice it, meet it, and then you made the right choice, even if you make the wrong choice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So here's a really cool example. If I'm on a journey and I take 10 steps forward, and I take 8 steps back, what is the story?
Step forward.
Exactly it. For most people, they said I fell back 8 steps. And that's how people go all the way back. Because their mindset is, I just lost 8 steps. I had 10, and I lost 8. So people are going to say, but you had 10, but you had 2. No, I lost 8. I lost 8. And so people that come into the gym, they come in happy, they have the honeymoon stage, they exercise, they're feeling really good about it. But then they're not getting the results they wanted to see, they want, or something's not happening. They feel, I've lost 8 steps. I should be at 10 by now. But 2 is the most you need 2. What if you lived your life looking at the progress only? Admitting, don't be ignorant to the loss, but looking at the progress. The journey is more important than the goal. And when the goal becomes more important, then you can't be happy until you have a goal. So what people say is, once I look this way, then I'll be happy with my life. So you have to wait until an invisible, like, apparition of time until you're happy. And you give yourself the right to be unhappy until you get there. And think, if you really probably think, how many people do you think live like that in society? A lot. It's reactionary.
Well, it's just actually our whole society is based on that.
That's exactly the concept. Like, you want it now.
What? It's microwave society. Put a microwave right in bacon. Oh man, microwave. That's the way we think, but that's not the reality we live in. So we live in a microwave desire, but we can't have a microwave existence. So we are suffering all the time. The Dalai Lama said, the Dalai Lama, when asked what surprised him most about humanity, he answered, man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, and then dies having never really lived. I'll read it again. He said, man, he goes, what surprises most about humanity? He said, man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money, which could be sacrificed his health in order to have something outside of himself. Sacrifice his health for something outside of him. Then he sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. And then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he's never going to die, and then dies having never really lived. What does that make you guys think?
It reminds me of someone who's chasing after the wind. You know, it's not really taking the time to stop and take stock and ownership of where you are and appreciating the things that you have now versus saying, and a little bit about what you said, you know, always looking forward about like, well, if I get this, then I'll be happy, or if I accomplish this, then I'll be happy, but not really taking ownership of being happy where you are now, having a goal to work towards, but not really, you know, taking the time to live now, thinking, well, I'll live in the future when I, you know, have these things in mind, you know, whatever it is. So it just kind of reminds me of never constantly happy, is always striving for that next thing, but not really living in the moment.
And you're, you know, even when you're at work, there's joy in it. You enjoy what you do, with the talk to people, stuff like that. Sometimes it becomes monotonous. You're in charge of that. You've got to change that. Being here in the gym, first, you know, rumble and mumble, but it's really hard to get you. But once I'm here, I don't know.
whatever reason. Either it hurts now or it hurts then, doesn't matter how skinny or what, stage they are, as soon as you are, you hate abs. Me too. It's kind of nice to know. And then enjoy it. You have a lot of blessings, a lot of people listening, because they're supposed to be looking way ahead or looking at what grass is greener. There's a whole bunch of, things that wrap around the fact that, enjoy what you got and take home to it.
Yeah.
I actually had an experience very similar talking. Annually, we have to do our health check-in work when we save money on our insurance. Last year, I reduced my BMI. So I went in to start in September, and I looked where I was at last September, and my first thought was, I thought I had done a better job at maintaining. I forgot how, and my first thought was, wow, I'm not even where I was at last September. But then I thought, well, at least I'm not where I was a year ago, so my BMI is already there, so I don't have that much further. So the first thought was, like, within the day, go have a margarita or something.
Yeah.
But then I thought, I'm not that far off.
Yeah.
Instead of, the 2 steps are still there.
Yeah.
Versus way back where I started at. So when you brought that up, I really take home with that, thinking, okay, I've got to September. I'm gonna be even past that point where I was last. Instead of saying, still away would be just like,
Yeah.
just enough. But I'm gonna go past that.
Yeah. Very cool. Thank you. So, everybody, what I've noticed, we look at society, people come into the gym with mostly an external motivator. They want to look a certain way. There's something that pushes them enough to come in the gym. That's why gyms do so well. That's why the commercials do so well. But what lacks is the staying. And it's the only way to be able to stay healthy is to see it as a journey, as opposed to just a destination. Because if we see it as just a destination, then we will have that mentality where I should have been here by now. I'm not here by now. I've experienced that in my own life, where I should be here by this specific state and time. But then I realized that if I was supposed to be there, I would be there, and I'm here. So how can I make the best of it? So this type of mentality is what we're really trying to push towards. So I want to show you guys a little diagram. You guys can turn around. But I want to kind of teach you guys. Let me make sure this is a race. All right. I'm like, okay. Like a couple hundred. Yeah. So we look at life. Life kind of comes like this. I'm gonna draw. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So we have this. Okay. So. All right. So this is a snapshot of life. We have this, and this. So how do we explain it? We start everything, this is the honeymoon stage, so we're all excited. Hey, I'm exercising. Hey, I'm getting in shape. Or, hey, I just got married. Hey, like, I got what I wanted. And I expect it to be all sunshine and rainbows from this point. But what happens is they call this uninformed optimism. Okay? You are uninformed and you are highly optimistic, which is a beautiful introduction for this. So you're going in, and this is called informed pessimism. Okay? So I'm uninformed, I'm optimistic, and then there's informed pessimism. And then right down here, for most people, is crash and burn. This is January, this is February. Okay? So, but the thing is, something that's really important, the reason that I have this discussion group is saying that the way you do one thing is the way that you do absolutely everything in your life. The way that I show up here is the way I show up everywhere else. It's even the way I put on my clothes, the way that I get out of bed, everything is indicative of something else that we do. So, we start with uninformed optimism, we hit informed pessimism, and we get to the crash and burn unless we survive it. And this is one of the most beautiful places to be in our lives. One of the most beautiful places. And what I'm trying to do is make people realize that being at this low point is powerful and is empowering. Because this is called crisis of meaning. This is where you have to ask yourself, what do I really want? What really is the meaning of this? What am I trying to do here? Here, you're coming up, I want to look a certain way, I want to have this type of body, and I won't be happy unless I have it. Wow, it's taking longer than I thought, or I have to push through all these negative thoughts and these parachutes. I don't know if I want to continue this. Or you have to ask yourself, am I willing to put this in? Am I willing to push harder than everybody else? Am I willing to get myself to where I want to be? This crisis of meaning, these happen in our lives so many times. It can happen through a divorce. It can happen through a miscarriage. It can happen through an car accident. It can happen through some really crazy things that come into our lives. And we just say, why? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But if you can reframe your mind to see this crisis of meaning as one of the most beautiful places to be, because you then have a choice to choose to go to a reactionary or choose to go towards a positive response, to see the bright, to see the good, then you become an informed optimistic. You're informed and you're optimistic. This is maturity. This is where wisdom is. If you disagree, let me know. This is what I think. I think this is where wisdom is. This is where you have the power to overcome your negative thoughts. You have the power to overcome situations in your life. You have the power to engage beyond what you believe that you think you're living. So, the cool thing is that it didn't finish this off, but it goes back down again. But it doesn't go as well. And then it comes back up again. And then it goes back down again. And if we smooth it out, all it is this. And if we move even further, it's this. And if we move any further, it's that. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So you're moving out. Even if I'm taking 10 steps forward, 8 steps back, 10 steps forward, 8 steps back, 4 steps forward. This mentality is the only thing that stops us from doing anything in our brain. This mentality is the success mentality. And when I say success, I don't mean like, oh, each success you can do it, but I'm saying you achieving whatever it is that burns inside you. Because there's something for everybody. But most people think they let it die. And then they get excited, once again, by an infomercial in January, and then this is the story of their life. And no matter how far back you go, it'll just look like a dot, because there's no movement. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What does it make you guys think?
Scratch my head. It's so true when you get to that point, because I've experienced that passion burn. However, that living in that choice of informed, knowing, like I could have very easily said, I'm right that first. I wasn't. It was so easy to look at that experience, all that work, versus, hey, I didn't go all the way back.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So this is something that's really important. If you can see your situations when you feel frustration, when you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating, I don't want to do that leg lift or anything like that. If you let your mind come to this place, and that's, again, what we're doing. We're creating triggers in our mind to be able to combat the thought that sin is to crash and burn. So we're doing this when we're at the gym, when we're living our lives. Everything that we're doing for ourselves at that moment. And your future self just happens to reap the benefit. If you see it that way, where my future self just happens to reap the benefit, but I'm getting almost all the benefit, I'm doing it for myself. Because the thing is, let's say I work out and I don't lose as much as I want to, but my pulse goes down, which means my heart's stronger, my cardiovascular is up. I'm feeling better. My clothes fit a little better, but it's not the number that I want. But so what happens is, when you see those positives, it gives you the strength to continue to move on forward. When people relapse, all of a sudden they start at the beginning because the negative thoughts outweigh it. But if it's just a lapse, it's just a moment in time. Oh, the negative thought, get back up, get back up, get back up, get back up. Awesome? Very cool, guys. Now, let's... What's that? Informed pessimism? For your life. True. You end up living there. And the scariest thing about it is it's very easy to live there for the rest of your life. It's very easy. All you have to do is just plug yourself into your work. Plug yourself into, okay, just do this, keep up with the Joneses. All you have to do is find something that you can plug yourself into. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be church. You can plug yourself in and just, boom, just live that, exactly, informed pessimistic, so you don't take any risks, you won't be surprised, but never really live. Yeah. A lot. Very much so. Yeah. Stability, right? Exactly. Stability.
Well, you don't be disappointed if you're focusing on being optimistic and then something happens.
Yes.
You're like, oh, I'm disappointed. So if I'm on more on the pessimistic side, then, if I'm disappointed, well, at least I expected to be disappointed.
Yes. Which is almost like a fail-safe. I expected it. But disappointment is crisis of meaning if you space it out and you say, okay, how can I grow from this? The perspective is so much more important than the gym, than exercise. It is. And your body will respond. Your body will respond. So, we're going to relate this to pictures. How has it been taking pictures?
Difficult.
Yeah? Talk to me.
Sometimes I don't have the camera with me.
Uh-huh.
On the way here, I was eating a banana. I took the peel down, took pictures, sent it to me. There. That's what I had. I had a banana. She said, good job, Mom. Keep on coming. Shut up. It's hard, and sometimes it's the fruit. Like the cookie and the thing. We joke about it, but, it's hard. After I cut, cheated and everything was great, another cheese and it's like, hey. Accountability.
Yeah.
If I eat this, I'm gonna have to take a picture of it. Never mind. I'll take the chicken.
Yeah.
So it's been hard for me to take the time to do it, but this whole thing for me has been taking the time to do it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm learning. I started out stronger. I slacked off this week, so I need to be better.
You became an informed pessimist.
Yes, I did. I was making out with a 3-speed slide.
Yeah, I know.
When I saw that, I was like, how was she going to work that off? I want to know.
Really, just for sitting there.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Anybody else?
Yeah, my thing with me is that I built out a routine that I'll make a sandwich and I'll eat half of it. And I'm like, I think it's called the last month cutter. And then so I'm sitting there looking at it, it's like, I'm almost there right now. Oh yeah, and I'll take a shot. And it becomes so, to me, less important. And it sucks because I know for a fact, yesterday I had a wedding, and I was so on the go. And those photos that I didn't take, not because I didn't want to, I just didn't think about it, because I can't regurgitate it, I already ate it. But I can think about it after. And so with me is that I can create the mindset that I'm so busy, I can't take photos every day. And today when Bert King called me, and I was thinking to myself like, yeah, I did the journal, but I haven't seen the photos for, like some days. And I usually send them at the end of the day, because I hate sending them as I go. I get to go breakfast once, so you can see the whole meal of what I eat the whole day. I just thought it would work out better. But realizing that I create this excuse mindset to not even post this and take a quick snapshot. It's so easy. And so I think my road talk, like I said last time on the group was like, last week, about the simple tasks, like you drop things on the floor, you back and pick it up, not being lazy. And I think I love that mentality, but it definitely creeps back into my life, where the simple task is just taking a photo of what you're eating and sending it through. And it's like, it took less than a minute to do. But yet, your mind is like, you're too busy to stop to take a photo. And the story the lost of benefit of it is to not see exactly why you're not dropping the weight where you want to be at, why your body's so sluggish to get to the saturated fat, cholesterol, cheese, all that stuff. So I realized that there's something that has to be a benefit from it, because it is, it's accountability, and also at the same time it also reminds you, like, when you look in the mirror and you see a little more pepper, it's like, why? And you go, oh yeah, cheeseburger. And so it definitely makes a difference. And I think with me, I'm not scared of what I eat. Like that's the one thing that when I first started working on birthday, I was scared. I was hiding stuff. And this guy would send me a video. It's like, hey, what is this? Jack in the Box. I'm like, what's mine? It's at my desk. And so it's stuff like that. Like I'm not working, but now it's like if I eat something, I'm choosing to eat, and I know it's bad. But it definitely, not doing it, definitely can hold you back to becoming better with your energy, what you put in. Like, what you put in, you can't put dirt in gas tank and expect to go. You gotta put the actual octane it actually deserves, and you need to say, I think flies. And so that's, I think that's my most important thing right now, is to see what I put in, to see how the fuel burns, and exactly how I work with it. But I need to get back on it, so I definitely have been slacking last couple of days on that. So,
Have you noticed your energy levels
That's
literally
what-
mirroring your diet from
the beginning of the week was great. I had avocados, I had whole grain wheat bread, I had flaxseed deli ham. It was just amazing. I had vegetables and corn, all this good stuff, and so man, my definitely energy went up. And then on Friday, pretty much I had like a taco. I had a big juice of unsweetened iced tea, and I know that that's caffeine makes me kind of like shaky. And then in the morning I had a great breakfast. But just like I can definitely see the up and down going when I put my system. But at the wedding, I had eaten nothing, and so that definitely weighed me down. But I was drinking lots of water. You know, it was sweating like crazy because it was so hot out there. And then when they gave us our dinner, we had salmon and steak. I chose salmon. And then he's like, hey, ready to take some photos? I was really sitting down. I was like, yeah. So I took a quick bite, walked away, and it felt so good. It felt so good to have something that's healthy and fresh. I don't like steak in the first place. But yeah, I can definitely say it's different. I definitely feel that. I think that's what the thing is that I didn't remember 2 extra graphic photos you want to go. Why am I so tired today when I'm working out? Oh yeah, that's why I'm tired. I shouldn't have that omelet with cheese on it. Something like that, so yeah. Anybody else need a difficult time?
I think what's interesting about taking pictures of food, and I did this before, I think when I first started working out with you and Megan, you know, and I remember thinking, oh, this is tedious, why do I have to do this? At the same time, it obviously makes you very aware of your choices, and what it also helped me to do doing it again the second round is examining if I'm making a choice to eat something that I shouldn't be eating, what's causing me to make that choice. So, you know, is it because I'm stressed and I just need something? So I find, I know that my nature is to be a very emotional eater. You know, it's like if I'm stressed or if I'm bored, you know, if I'm, you know, frustrated or if I'm hurt, you know, I tend to like that is just an easy comfort thing for me. So it makes me more aware having to take a picture of my food. I'm not only thinking about, you know, the food itself, but why am I eating this specific thing? It's because it's good, it's healthy for me, right? You know, like multi-grain and meat. But, you know, if I wanted to eat something, like they had cupcakes yesterday for someone's birthday, and I'm like, it's like this, the social aspect. It's wanting to feel a part of the group. Well, everybody else is having one. Why can't I have one? I mean, it's just one. Mom said I don't eat 4. You know, so I start to, all that goes through my mind within like 15 seconds, you know. But, you know, so I think it's even sometimes in social settings, what choices are we making? So it really makes me stop and take stock of like, why would I choose to eat this? I try to make sure that I take a picture before I eat it so that I don't take it halfway through like, oh, you do your pictures, that's disgusting. You know? But I know. So I think for me, I tend to take stock of what emotion I'm feeling as well as why I made that choice.
Yeah. Awesome.
It was hard for me, Dave, because, I mean, not that I intended to wait for him to contact me, but when I saw the, hey, I was like, oh, we're waiting. I said, like, no mouth, like, nothing, no mouth. But it all went cool. So I'm like, okay. Here's this. But, you know, a part of it was just like a busy. I was mentally thinking about it though, but you know, I was thinking about it. Subconsciously, I was eating healthier. Like, no, what's in it? But, so, it's helpful, obviously. Do I like it? But, it's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, accountability. I need that because my nature, I like to eat cookies and crunchy rolls. I like to eat crunchy rolls. Like in social, yes, but you go to cabinet, like for the household, eat for towel. But there are people at home, which is my issue now, but at home, I'm like, oh, okay, okay. And I'm a snacker, I have a snack back now. And it's like, the meal probably, oh, come on, I don't want a meal, like, blah, blah, blah. So it's helpful to not attack the bad snacks so much.
Or even with me, I was telling him to I was at several work meetings, mostly they were good, usually salad and bacon. The cooking is my favorite kind. And so before I took a picture of it, I looked it up to see, okay, this is the calories, this is worth sending a picture of this. And I yesterday, one time, I'll mark it down. And later on that night, I'm not going to be able to do that. However, I made that choice.
Yeah.
So it was okay. Was working.
For being aware of
Yeah.
I have a little window, 90 meeting, little window, and I'll run through the figures in my 3-day meal that we did, and I'll start starting, and I'm like, oh, stop to take a picture. Because I waited too long until I'm past hungry, and I'm starting to notice I'm getting shaky.
Yep.
Which wasn't an issue before. My body is an awesome storage facility. They can hold on for dear life. Because I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch, and all of a sudden 4 or 5 o'clock I start getting hungry. I'll start something that's way unhealthy, bad choice, go to the pub and eat the whole thing or whatever. And that's my meal. And then nothing for the rest of the night, go home, pass out, and do it again. So my body was doing exactly what I told it to do. You're in starvation mode. Just hold on to it. I don't know if I'm going to put this normal thing like you're saying, but I'm having to think about it. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm starting to get hungry. What time is it? It's been 2 hours. That's weird. I used to not get hungry at all during the day. It just didn't. And now my body's saying, I need something. And having those meals ready, making the choice to prep the meal, and putting the time aside when it's difficult. And, Megan and I happen to cook off, or we grill a bunch of chicken, cook a bunch of beef, put it in the fridge so we can portion it. It helps.
Yeah.
So that I don't get to that point where I make a bad choice. But I have to choose to cook all that and eat and get everything together. It's hard. There's a lot of choices that I didn't give myself before. That this is making it. But we don't need it.
No. That's what's so great about this is the exercise is not, at this point, I never said that, eat healthy and take pictures of healthy food. I just said take pictures of every meal you eat. Automatically, you guys kind of clean up the food, right? So, exactly. So, right? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's interesting about it is, this is what I tell everybody when I was training too. If somebody comes in, they're like, hey, what do I need to do? How do I need to eat? And I'm like, what did you eat yesterday? Pasta, spaghetti. What did you have before that? Pizza? I'm like, are those good foods? No. Okay, so we have enough knowledge of what bad food is. Let's think about it. If we think about we're all crazy. Humans, the mind just makes no sense. It tries to be logical, but it's not. We know what is unhealthy food. You don't need a trainer to tell you. You're you can be pretty sure. But the thing is, until you have someone tell you, that's when you're okay, now I need to really do it. So that proves once again, that information is not the key. It's perspective. It's perspective or fear, accountability that does it. But the goal is, if I'm a good trainer, if Megan's a good trainer, if people at CrossFit are good trainers, the goal is to become obsolete. The goal is to not be needed forever. So we have to empower people to be able to make the choices. You guys took pictures of food. Most of them were actually surprisingly healthy. And the ones that were bad, I didn't care. I wasn't trying to say is it good or is it bad. It was irrelevant to me. What I wanted were people to have a moment in time to pause and do something that wasn't normal. Take a picture, hold themselves accountable, and then send it through the atmosphere. You know what I mean? So the goal is for you to have those moments to see that you can stop. You can create a new trigger. You can be, as opposed to just eating, you're oh, I have to take a picture. Oh, I have to pause. Because the goal is, in life, you want to be able to have these pauses that you don't normally have. We want you to be able to trigger and see, okay, what are my negative thoughts? And just capturing the negative thoughts is just literally what they are. They're two of the same things. You're taking a picture of your food, you're taking a picture of your thoughts. Same stuff. Take a picture of food, see it, make a choice. You've made your choice, take a picture of thoughts. Because now you're not, if I didn't take a picture of food, I'm why am I this way? Just like Leo was saying, now he knows. Take a picture of your thought. Why am I this way? I remember my thought. Now I know. We're giving responsibility back to ourselves as opposed to the ether. And that's really what this is about. These pictures are about taking responsibility for your situation. The trainers can only guide. That's it. YouTube can only guide. Everything can only guide. It is our choices. Very, very, very important. So, real quick, before we get into, we have just 10 minutes. We get out at 2:15. It's usually an hour 15. Is that okay with everybody? I'm going to explain a little bit of something with food that will help you clear your mind while you guys are eating, so you have an understanding why it's important to eat more often. Smaller amounts of obviously healthy foods. We'll explain that. But first, what I wanted to talk about were the breakthrough moments. So, briefly, I want everybody to kind of just share what they felt the breakthrough moment was for them. Yeah. So whatever you have, has everybody been able to at least think about it? If they haven't written about it, most people have written about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 minutes. About a minute each between the two, and we'll share our breakthrough moments. And then we'll come back. All right? So I'm going to set the alarm. It'll be probably for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah, by all means. Go ahead. Knock it out. Okay, so I'll share with her then. So it'll be 2, and you 2. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. So share your breakthrough moments with each other. Okay, so here. So pretty much for the owner, I don't know if you guys know, but it was talking about what is a breakthrough experience for you any time in your life. It could be a short, sweet, that has okay, perfect. So, it's like what in your life has caused you to break through something that you thought you couldn't do? Pretty much. Is there any time in your life when you did something you thought you couldn't do, a breakthrough and that changed the way you thought you could? It could be anything at any time in your life. Okay, go ahead. Baby. All right.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Water. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, exactly right. Exactly. Right now. All right, so I'll share with you. So what was your break?
There are a lot of them. For me, it's in the.
I thought I read the thing. Then I project my negative thoughts and
30 seconds, guys.
where you're like, that person must be thinking this way. And I'm like, am I giving them this funny? You know, and there's and it's in my mind, I'm more meters, nothing to do with that. Because I can see what is and we went to picture of our lunch. So, you know, it's I don't that's what he did, you know, in a county, really young lady. I mean, she's not going to leave it there. And then went on the train and come back and what do we have? That's how they do it. It's so healthy. Mama.
All right, guys. All right. Okay, guys. So, yeah. Exactly. Do your burpees. Do your burpees, right? There you go. So, how was it hearing other people's stories?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
It made me feel personal, like, immediately when she shared what she shared was that there is definitely an understanding that breakthrough does exist.
Yeah.
So I think before hearing that definition you have on the journal,
Yeah.
it was like, I couldn't get the concept, like, what's breakthrough? I can break through this window. You know, I know the physical action of breakthrough. You see that in your mind, mentally, how can you put it there? And it was hard to make it a reality, but to hear that in the small breakthrough I was, simple things like, small things in life, don't forget to get all over and destroy you.
Yeah.
And when she shared with her was a big decision, not just for the moment, but for the rest of his life. It allowed me to start understanding the concept right now of what breakthrough really is and have those moments in our life in other areas that we're not.
Yeah. You'll notice there's a lot of similarities. Tell me if I'm wrong here, but in everybody's story, is there a moment where they believed in themselves? Was there a common theme of that? No? She's like, absolutely not. I didn't believe in myself. That was my breakthrough. But it's this sense of, because you're breaking through something. They call it a breakthrough for a reason, but what is it that we're breaking through? A belief. A false belief. A belief that we cannot. Whatever it is. It's a belief that you cannot. And then you did. and now you believe that you did, that you can. And so what we're trying to do is create that breakthrough here. And it's not like we're expecting it to be like, aha, there's that moment. It could be something as simple as picking up this, picking up that. It doesn't have to be epic. It doesn't have to be dramatic. But it can be. But to aim for that breakthrough and trust that you're working towards it. Not being the goal, not being the destination is all that matters, but understand that breakthroughs are a process. It's not like you just happen to go to India, you know what I mean? Which is powerful. There's things that happen for us to get to that place. And so the goal is to trust that you're trying to come up to that. And you've had one, man, at 180 pounds.
Yeah.
You've had one, I've heard it. And you believed. And so I think that's really what's really important. What we want everybody to do is to understand that a breakthrough is what we're aiming for. We want to push towards it. Now, finishing off, kind of getting more to reality, I just want to explain something in regards to nutrition. So does everybody heard of MyFitnessPal? MyFitnessPal? Okay, perfect. So I'll send a link with the journal homework.
I was hoping we would.
Excellent. So,
No way.
now, these are the options for our discussion group. We have kind of two ways we can do it. You can buy MyFitnessPal, which pretty much is it's like Facebook for health, for nutrition. What you do is, instead of taking pictures of your food, you just write what you ate. Or you just click, this is the meal, and automatically has calories, carbs, proteins, fats, and everything like that. What we're trying to do is, we've got you to take pictures. You've been able to take pictures. Now we want you to understand how many calories the food that you eat naturally are. Just so you can become more conscious of it. It's one of the most empowering things, because in about 3 weeks, you'll be like, okay, this is 200 calories. You'll be empowered to know how much the food has calorie-wise. Later on, you'll move into protein, carbs, and fats. There it is. So, everybody's going to give you a count. That's the homework that we're going to have. And then I'll send you guys that with the journal as well. But everybody's going to get a MyFitnessPal account. Second question is, we can create a Facebook group if you guys want one. If you want to put pictures up there. Whoever it is, that's something that you guys want to do, not want to do.
I don't know.
Okay, so you're not yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Right.
That's what I'm going to say.
Exactly. So we can put one up. It doesn't mean that everybody has to be on it. But MyFitnessPal, everybody's going to join in, and everybody's going to become friends with everybody. So everybody's going to see what everybody's eating. I believe so.
Yeah.
You just
Then
make
we
it
get
public.
I'm like, I want to eat what she ate, and then I want to eat what he ate.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You get tired of the same thing. Hey, I forgot about that. And
Yep.
then,
Like that when you get like a memory, when I see people eating this, and I'm like, ooh, that looks good, where did they eat?
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, this is the final thing, guys. I just want to explain this. So when you're eating, you're not wasting your time. The goal is to know why you do what you do. Because if you just do it because your trainer says, it won't last. Everything is about internalizing it. We want to make sure that everything is internalized. Right? Okay.
Much better.
Right? I know. You say no. I had options. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to explain real quick. If you guys got to go, if anybody has to leave, go ahead. I won't be offended because I locked the door. This is you in the morning. This is you at night. Okay? So, eating, the reason it's important to eat on a consistent basis is because we want to have your body believe you. Why do we do that letter to your body? We did a letter to your body because we want you to understand it's a relationship. It's like a boyfriend, a girlfriend, wife, kid, whatever. It's a relationship. If you don't treat them well, they're going to get hurt, or they're going to hurt you. Okay? You have to make sure that you're listening and taking care of your body. So when you wake up in the morning, you eat. Some people don't eat. Let's say most people are just go, 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 go. And if you live in a modern society and working, but your body hasn't adapted to society. We're still agricultural. So, your breakfast comes, you miss it, you're hungry by lunchtime. You go nuts. Oh my gosh, I just had this massive, and then you don't eat again until dinner, it's smaller, and then you go to sleep and the day starts all over. So, this is what happens. When you go to bed, you're fasting the whole night until the morning. You're not eating. That's why they call it breakfast. You're breaking your fast. Okay? So if you starve yourself from this point all the way to this point, and then you still don't eat until lunch, your body is in starvation. Your body is hungry. And it's saying, since you have a habit of not eating breakfast, I have to store everything as fat to support myself as I get to dinner, and then I have to store everything as fat to support myself until I get back to lunch. So your metabolism slows down because if it burns too much gasoline, calories, or energy or fat, you're going to start. So it has to stay within your body so that it can survive this long amount of time before lunchtime again. If you think about it, let's say you eat at 7, 8 o'clock, it's like 12 hours till 8 in the morning, then you have another, you look at about 16 hours of not eating. So this right here is what causes your body, your metabolism to really trust. It's like if I lied to you every single day for 5 years, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to start telling the truth. Will you believe me the first time that I say something? I will have to prove to you that I'm telling the truth. And it'll take time for you to slowly begin to believe me. Your body's the same way. If you've been living this lifestyle, then your body's going to say, as soon as you start breakfast, it says, I'm not going to believe you. I don't know who you are. You can lie to me the whole time. No, I'm not going to change my set point. I'm not going to feel my metabolism. I'm not going to shift who I am until you prove to me that this is who you are. So when that happens, that's when your body starts to respond. So what the goal is? The goal is to have shorter meals and let your body trust it. You have breakfast and you eat your breakfast. Then you have a little snack. Then you have your lunch. You can have a shake or an apple or anything like that. Something, all that matters, the funny thing is, even the food at this point doesn't matter as much as the time. So your body gets used to the schedule. Then you have your dinner, and then you're back at it. Once your body begins to believe this, your metabolism is going to say, I know you're going to feed me in a little bit after breakfast, so I'm going to burn this out. Next meal, okay, great, I'm going to burn it out. I don't need to store it as fat because I know that you're going to feed me about 3 or 4 hours. So what we're trying to do is create a new relationship with the body. We go over the letter that you wrote to your body. This is the way that you can get it love. By increasing the time that you eat, about every 3 to 4 hours. It can be a handful of almonds for a snack in between. It can be a protein shake. Obviously, this is so simple. The food that you have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner just do what you know is not awful. Does that make sense? Just eat better. It's not about eating perfect. It's just eat better than you normally would. And just by doing something as simple as this, your metabolism will speed up and allow you to burn more calories while you're sleeping because it's burning at a higher rate. Does that make sense? Very, very important for you guys to really get this. Your body needs to trust you. Once it begins to trust you, that's when it begins to catch up. Just like a car, when I hit the gas and the wheels revving, it's spinning, making the sound, and finally it catches. It's the same thing with your habits. You have enough revolutions before it catches. The same thing is also when it comes to exercise. It takes about 4 to 8 weeks for your body to believe that you're not a liar, that you're really working out and you're going to be this person the rest of your life. So there's this piece of time where you're not getting all the results that you want because your body's like, this isn't really you, I'm going to stay the same. And then, at that moment, it catches and moves forward. But a lot of people, remember I was saying, crisis of meaning, they crash and burn because their body's like, hey, you got to keep in line, you've been doing this thing, you got to prove it to me. So what's your guys' opportunity is this week is try to prove to your body, hey, I'm really taking care of it, I'm not lying. This is something I'm going to fail sometimes, and it's okay. Even if I take 10 steps forward, 8 steps back, I'm taking 2 steps forward with me. Come with me. Didn't it feel good to kind of right your body? I know it's weird. But there's something powerful about it because all of a sudden you can't let your body down. It's easy to let ourselves down. But letting our bodies down is something different because you make a relationship. So take this into account, guys. I will be sending you your homework and your journal entries, and that is all.
So should I look at the full meal?
Yes, your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, with Megan, people that are trained with Megan, she gave you guys a list of like some healthy foods. Those are the CrossFit. I think they have a list of foods they want you to eat more of. So just ask them about that. You can ask them about that. You have a question?
Yeah. So we had conversations like, okay, what else can I get from our standpoint that's not red flag?
All right. Thank you, guys.
I can have some for you, so that as well as like I'll be doing Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
the band on my own side. So I said, oh.
We're short.
I know, Carlos is in home. So, yeah, well, trying to get early.
Let's take that time off.
Really?
I know, right? All by myself. Wow. I'm going to let you out. So last time,
Maybe that's not motivating factor. I'd rather work out at night. Very true, it's definitely a benefit.
Yeah, awesome. Anna.
Technically, you need direction. What do you like to eat for the
Oh.
bar?
Maybe we'll get you.
Oh, okay.
Kathy, David, you guys should go ahead and discuss your group. Survey tonight. That'd be awesome. I'll see you guys in about 6 hours.
Okay, I've got my new pen.
Okay, perfect.
I started it, but she's packed.
Okay, let me, you do this.
Yes. Look at that.
So now we like it.
Now you eat it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
For sure. For sure.
All right, okay, we need to set up a time. I got my schedule with me.
Yeah.
You guys fasting? Yes, for sure.
But don't forget to break your fast.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Well, I mean, fasting as in like trying to serve somebody and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm not so very day.
I'm popular with all the, junk emails. So this is personal. Yeah.
All right. So.
I'm not gonna go to. We're gonna lit review. Oh my God! Remember, I gave you some tips on that.
Yes, you did.
I know.
August 18th.
How many glass?
Well, school starts the 25th, actually, 25th, and then your class starts the 29th. So I gotta do a presentation beforehand. So I'm like, oh, Lord. So, we'll make it. Okay, so, what's your schedule look like? What time do you usually get to?
Day or night? I have Friday, August 1st off.
Oh, do you?
I do. I took the day off.
Is it,
Yeah.
would you meet on your day off?
Yeah. There's nothing else planned.
Okay, beautiful. Let's do, trying to think. Friday, August 1st. And I'm gonna work out with Nate. Are you training?
I would be working out that night then. It would be Friday night when I work out.
What would be easier? Would it be easier to meet before your workout?
Depends on what we do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's do that first. Okay, perfect. Let's say, 10:30 or 11. Is that good?
Yeah, my workout starts at 5.
Yeah. Let's say 10:30. Is that good?
Yes.
Right?
And you just have to tell me where that, what's it called again? I'm gonna put my coffee plate.
You probably try Aosta coffee.
I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi.
I heard, I saw a picture, I was actually mad, I was like,
I'll find it on there.
this place is so cool. Oh, it's just, okay, what's the project, check this out. Okay, I'm going to, okay, now the people.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it? Ever here? No? You've been invited. Somebody to work. Oh, I just looked, don't sing. Friend.
And she does that on my stuff all the time. She's like, yeah, just send me, and I go, what are you talking about? It sends me a thing to put it on my calendar. Oh, I work one.
Yeah, oh, what's that number?
The one that you just sent me. Oh, my work one? Oh, geez, hold on.
Yeah.
No, I never call myself.
I was supposed to be cool. I was this close to being technologically savvy.
7:30.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be. Oh, I did that. 7 minutes later.
7:46. That's why.
714.
Okay, right. 673. 1369.
There's no YouTube. I did it.
Oh, there it is, yeah. I don't know. I never know.
Oh, it's sunrise. Are you serious? It's going to get you on it? All because of my back window. We would have been on to the next thing. We would have looked so on it. There?
Yeah. I had to, well, see, it's weird, my work one takes all the stuff from my personal calendar here, so my iPad one, because it's not a work issue one, it won't sync in my work thing. So, it's, so I typically I put personal things here, and then anything else, maybe go here. I'm really like, online. I typically will get, because they're so much cheaper to do them online. I wanted one, what's hard to find is one that has pockets. So I like having pockets to pick up my business cards and my things. I like having pockets, and then when I want to my Netflix.
It's you.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine. Thank you, Jesus. And I said, no pad. I'm like, no! I'm like, no! No! It was so funny. I'm like, it is because there was no padding in this thing. And it stopped like 3 inches and busted. I was like, hey.
Like, listen up.
Yeah, exactly. So I think God was just saying, like, hey, I'm more important. Okay, yeah, it still works. What happened?
Okay, so you're set. All good? Please fill out these instructions today.
See you on Monday. It'll work out for Megan before you go.
That's what she said.
Okay. See ya. So, what is the schedule for that? What are you looking at?
So it's gonna be every Thursday, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I-
Stop it.
Okay. So every Thursday, you work out on Thursday.
I do.
Yeah.
What time do you work out?
5 o'clock.
And what are you thinking? Are you fasting from all foods? Certain types of foods?
I'm gonna have some all food, but because I'm exercising, I'm gonna have a shake.
And it's just going to be on Thursday, right? So probably what we would do is probably something called a little bit. Okay? The shake will probably do all the work that you need to do. And it's going to be sun up, sundown, or is it 24 hours?
So like, it's half Thursday. I think that's all I have was like the shake. And that was it. I didn't have a lot afterwards. That's so much I have to eat, but I did eat right after.
Okay.
But then again, it's too late also.
Well, the thing is, this is about, the thing is, you've done exercising, so pretty much you have a lot of more types of food, because you do work that way. So what I'm thinking is, you're coming in, you're not using, you're drinking water all day. Is it clean water or do you feel like, I'll find a shape that kind of making riding stuff, Let me do some research on supplements that you do. And have you felt, are you starting at this next Thursday or earlier?
But this Thursday I didn't work out because
You have a shape every day.
I would say if you could get at least two, more than hybrid, more than utility. Not good.
Feedback came down. So I'm telling you that. Here I am, like, you know, like, I had a headache.
Yeah.
Have my
Exactly, right?
drink some water.
Exactly. We all, I practice. Sometimes I learn from like, wow, that's good advice. This is how I do it. No, I get it. But I would say, yeah, water intake, is there a certain thing you for your purpose, or?
No, there was a time where I was doing vegan, so I kind of have that container there from Mother's Market.
Yeah.
It's called Bake Vegan. Oh, fun.
Yeah. So probably for you to do this one.
Okay.
So get, cooking great, but you want to get more of the experience. So 137 calories.
Okay.
Got good fat. Carbs, 11 grams. Decent. It's not like life changing. Fiber is good. It's kind of slows the process of it. But I mean, since you're not eating it, it's kind of like but yeah, I would recommend something along this line.
So that's like good, like supplementation.
Yeah, supplement. Yes, but it's not specifically for muscle weight. It's not specifically weight loss 100%. What is for nutrition?
Okay.
So, if you were not doing the fat, say, okay, this is probably a good thing. But this is at least the cool thing about it. They have 60 grams of protein. So
Okay.
it's not like the best of all worlds. But it's something along this line. I would have you get a shake that is more nutritionally based, as opposed to protein and amino acids, and even carbs.
Then Wednesday, increase my carb, so what kind of?
Yeah, like,
Okay. Potatoes.
that's one of the ones that you send an email tonight.
Oh,
I think I mentioned it, but it's the life giving index. Remember that? So pretty much, what it is you want foods that are below 55 in glycemic index. So it's high carb, but they're complex carbs, foods that take longer to break down in the system. Because if they're too processed, they will reduce the system really fast. We want things to kind of last longer. Because you're going to get hungry fast. If you have, how to explain, the more fibrous, so the more different, it's kind of like the difference between like Gerber baby food and pit. Okay. Because say I have to use my muscles to chew, so it takes more calories, more energy, and it takes longer for me to get to the place where I want. Gerber, that just go away. And it's already pre-chewed pretty much. The foods that are higher glycemic, that raise your insulin levels really fast, they go into your stomach and they go into your bloodstream extremely fast. Shoot up your sugar levels, shoot up your insulin levels, which makes you go more fast. So what we want to do is have foods that are slower when they get in. It takes a while for them to break down, which means that it satiates you longer, and then it almost time releases into your bloodstream, so there's no need for it. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet potatoes. Red potatoes are okay. What's something you can do?
Maybe around 5, 6, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that your body would be.
Might have to push it down.
You don't have to go too much later. I mean, you don't get caught. It's just one day, so it's not really a big deal. But having more carbs later at night is not the best. But we're trying to balance out the need your body the next day. When you fast, it's really difficult to put a very
I really prepare myself that day. It's like, okay, it's not until later that I really feel like that starvation is like great. So like that was 9, 10
Okay.
I was able to do the whole day without
Yeah.
sorry.
You didn't have a shake.
No, I had a lot of that day. Oh, I had a shake 4 o'clock. So I did have a shake. And then after that.
Yeah. I think I really can have a shake before, like early in the morning.
that's okay. And then shake, where you work out. And then you eat after you're done with the,
Yeah.
study, right?
But then see, it's late at night, that would be the study, yeah. And then I might have to do another shake, but because I would say I just didn't like shake.
Yeah, so you can have like meat and vegetables that are high in fiber too, and your body has very big carb in as well, and then with water. So if you're drinking a lot of water, have some shake at least 3 times a day, have a salad, that would be filling. That's the thing for me, like filling up without eating much. And then also high in nutrients and stuff. Like start with the main one. Yeah. Take a picture of the bottle that you have. Did you first, did you finish? Do you have the bottle or is it
I
something?
have to check that spreadsheet, the bottle, but it is.
Take a picture,
Yeah,
and then take a picture of the front, and then push it back.
okay.
I'll take a look at it. And then what we'll do is pretty much when you work out after the day's over, just take an inventory of how you feel. And then when Excel changes, take an inventory right for the next week. And as long as it's better, then it's better.
Can I send you a link to the post-workout surveys?
And we need to like consider both the journal entry.
Yes. Okay. So
Oh, is it on there?
yeah. What? No, it's not on there actually. This is after each workout. I'm not sure if I have all blurring right now, but after each workout,